Over the past year and a half of running the BootSpy channel, I have amassed a collection of 30 boots, and today, right now, I'm going to rank them from my least favorite to my most favorite. So let's get into it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. As I said today, we're ranking all of my boots that I own from 30 to number 1. So make sure you stick around to the end. You're gonna find out my favorite boot that I own currently. I know this is the end of 2021, so I figured what better way than to kind of compile all the boots that I've gone over through the year. The channel's grown so much, so thank you for being a huge part of this channel. I really appreciate you coming in, watching. I know you leave comments down below. It's fun to read those. It's fun to respond and have a community. I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud to be able to create content for you. And yeah, I'm excited to rank all these boots and let you know which ones are worth getting, which ones maybe not so much. So let's kick it off. Number 30 on my list, probably my least favorite boot in my collection, and that's gonna be the Kodiak Rover 2 with the Vibram Arctic Grip sole. Now, there's some things about this boot, probably, you can see right here why this boot probably is towards the bottom of my list. None of these boots are necessarily bad. I wanna say that right off the bat. These boots aren't necessarily bad, but there's some that I don't wear so often and maybe had some defects like the Kodiak Rover here. But yeah, after I did a review and everything like that, checked it out, and then one time I was putting it on and the little leather thing just popped right out. So that's kind of a bummer right there. What's great about this boot though, it does have honestly the best outsole for anything for winter. This has the Vibram Arctic Grip outsole, which is an incredible outsole. So I was kind of hoping for a little bit more from this boot, but it is waterproof. The only downside was that little stitch popped out, and so it's got a little floppy guy. Number 29 on my list is the Ariat Groundbreaker. I'm not such a huge fan of Western boots. I don't own many. I'm looking to get more into that next year, checking out Take of Us, more Ariat boots, etc., etc. But the Groundbreaker, it's a budget level work boot, pretty solid boot, but basically it has a cemented construction, it has a suede shaft right here, it's got the cool Western details, so I'm gonna put that one at number 29. Number 28 is the Sperry Topsider duck boot. This is kind of like a one-note boot. It's definitely meant for heavy rainstorms. So I have a lot of other boots that I wear more often that have tons of weather resistance. It's not so crazy. In North Carolina, you can pretty much get away with you don't end up in the rain too often. You can kind of stay indoors when you need to. But if I was gonna go out and be in heavy rain, this would be a pretty good option. Or if I was like on a boat or something like that, this is where this comes more in handy. For the climate I'm in, a duck boot, it's not necessary all the time. Number 27 on my list is the Moral Code Lawry. Now this is a pretty good Chelsea boot. It's a 360-degree Goodyear welt, leather lined, leather footbed, everything like that. I'm not a huge fan of the way it's dyed. I don't know if I'm an ice blue leather type of guy. I like more traditional leathers, but this is a solid boot. Again, Moral Code Lawry, solid boot. It's just not one of my favorites. I have plenty of other Chelsea boots in my collection that I ended up wearing a lot more often. 26 on my list is the Taft Jack. Now, I do like this boot. It's a great cap toe, Blake stitch, really well done boot, but ultimately, I just don't wear it as often as I thought I would. And I don't know why I thought I'd wear this all the time, because this is a pretty bold looking boot. I think I was gonna get it and like do some serious impressing at some weddings, but I just haven't gotten any. Nobody gets married anymore. I don't know what the deal is. It's the kids, it's the millennials. But basically, yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't wear it as much as I'd like to. But this cotton jacquard stitching is incredible, and I like this type more than the wool version. I think the wool version is kind of weird looking, but the cotton jacquard stitching, I think this is awesome. So that's gonna be the next on my list, is the Taft Jack. Number 25 on my list is the Nisolo Javier. Now this is another Chelsea boot, has a Blake stitch, leather line. One of the things I like most about this boot, probably the thing I like most, is this leather right here. It's got a beautiful burgundy color. It's super creamy smooth. You also have the rubber stud sole all around. This is a very solid boot. Number 24 on my list is the M.Gemi Fuggire. This is a suede boot. It's no longer in stock, which is a big bummer because I've recommended it in a couple videos. And it's no longer available, so some of you guys asked like, hey, where do I get that? Like, you just can't anymore. This is a really cool looking boot. I really like it. Again, this is like a nice sand suede here. I probably don't wear it as much as I would like because the sole is very delicate. It's got a Blake stitch. It does have, it's really nicely constructed. It's got it's double stitched right there. but it's still very, very delicate. And if you step on a rock, like you feel it all the way throughout your whole foot. So a little bit of very, very lightweight, very delicate boot. I just don't really wear my boots so delicately. So this one, you know, it's towards the bottom end. I really love the style. The style is incredible, but it's a little bit lightweight for my taste. Number 23 on my list, it's my only hiking boot. It is the Vasque Clarion 88. This is the hiking boot of 4 or 5 that I've tried. This is the one I held on to. I really like it. I only go hiking with it, so it doesn't make it super high on my list, but I love that it's lightweight, and I like the cool 80s vibe it's got. I think it's super cool, so I kept this one of my favorite hiking boots. It's got the Vibram multi-directional lug sole. Super good. I've really enjoyed hiking with this boot the few times I've gone hiking with it. Number 22 on my list is the Danner Bull Run. This is a pretty solid boot. I did a comparison video comparing the Thursday Diplomat, the Red Wing Classic Moc Toe, the Thorogood Moc Toe, and the Danner Bull Run. And the Danner Bull Run actually performed the worst. So it's gonna be my least favorite Moc Toe that I own. It has the thinnest leather. The outsole had the lowest performance in an oil on concrete slip test. It's a good work boot for summer. A lot of people swear by the Bull Run. It's still a really well-made boot. It's got that stitched down construction, wedge sole. So it's a solid boot. It's not a bad boot at all. But when it comes to different Moc Toes, this one is my least favorite, but I still get some use out of this boot. Number 21 on my list is the KOIO Chelsea boot. This is a really interesting looking boot. It's got an 8-inch shaft, so it's very, very tall. It's got a nice suede upper and a super, super light lug foam sole. So this is made out of foam. It's gonna have a little bit of durability issues on the heel, so I don't wear it too often. Also because it's a little bit out of my style. It's pretty modern looking. It's pretty like, I don't know, what would you have to listen to? If you still listen to The Cure, you would enjoy these boots. It's got the nice leather pull tab. It's a great boot overall. It's very, very fashion forward, and I tend to wear a little more like traditionally rugged type boots. So this doesn't get too much play in my daily wear, but I do wear it somewhat often, and it's a really fantastic boot. I really like it. Number 20 on my list is the M.Gemi Dritto. This is a low-cut Chelsea boot, which is really cool. Nylon tab, it has a leather sole, Blake stitch, and it's got really, really interesting leather, which is probably the main reason why I picked this one. But as you can see, the leather is super unique looking. It is hand dyed, so it has a very interesting variations, and it just comes across like a really super unique boot. And I'd never seen a boot like this. So the M.Gemi Dritto, one of my favorites. Again, like the other M.Gemi boot, it's quite delicate. So you really only want to wear it if you're driving somewhere and you're gonna be on a sidewalk all the time. That's actually not the situation that I'm in. I'm usually walk all over the place. So I don't get too much play with this boot because again, it is delicate, but when I want to step out and press a little bit, I'll definitely go with that almond toe M.Gemi Dritto. Number 19 on my list is the Thorogood Moc Toe. This is my go-to work boot. I like the Thorogood Moc Toe because it is a lower price point. The leather is pretty thick, and also it's just an all-around really well-built boot. It's got great, in that video where I compared Thorogood, Red Wing, Thursday, Danner, the Thorogood Moc Toe had the best oil slip resistance, so it did the best on that. It's also got this nice leather collar here. This is an all-around great boot, and I have no problem beating this boot up because it has some details like this triple stitching right here. So it's just really well made. The leather's thick enough. I don't worry about ruining it because it's also a lower price point. So overall, the Thorogood Moc Toe, one of my favorite work boots, and it is number 19 on my list. Boom. Number 18 on my list is the Taft Dragon. Now this is Wicket and Craig leather, so it's fantastic leather. It has vegetable tanned leather lining right here, and it has a Day-Night Ridgeway sole. This is actually 100% waterproof. It does have a Goodyear welt, but it also has waterproofing around that as well. So that's very unique to find in a leather boot. And it has the cool cap toe, very delicate stitching around the toe there. It is a full true cap toe. The leather on the upper is a little bit thinner, so it keeps it pretty lightweight. There is a significant break-in period here. The main thing I like about the Taft Dragon is this very interesting olive suede leather, this wax suede. It just has such a cool look to it. It patinas really nicely. I'm a huge fan of this boot. And although I don't wear it as often as some of my other cap toe boots, it still gets a good amount of play in my wardrobe. Number 17 is the Red Wing Classic Chelsea. Now, of all the Red Wing boots that I own, this is probably my least favorite. And you can check out a video where I compare all of my Red Wings against each other. It's pretty recent. But the Red Wing Classic Chelsea, it's a cool looking boot. It's built on the same last as the Iron Ranger, as the Blacksmith. That's that number 8 bump toe last. So it has a similar shape to that. But to me, there's nothing super unique about it. But of course, it has classic hallmarks of excellent Red Wing construction, 360-degree Goodyear welt, that amazing amber harness, or excuse me, ebony harness leather here. Great pull tab that didn't break off like some of my other Chelsea boots. And it's got this awesome wedge sole. So the Red Wing Classic Chelsea, I like it. It's a great boot. It's easy to slip on. I actually wear it a lot when I'm taking the dog out for a walk and I need to just put something on, or if I'm, doing something heavy lifting. I will use this boot because of the ease, but overall, of all the Red Wings, it's probably my least favorite. We're gonna skip 16, and tie for 15th place is the Red Wing Classic Moc and the Thursday Diplomat. So as I said, mentioned it a couple times, I did a full comparison video comparing all the different Moc Toes against one another, and I found that the Thursday Diplomat was the best choice for style, and there's some compelling reasons in terms of its quality why you would pick this. And then there's also the Red Wing Classic Moc, which is got more of that traditional style, much taller toe box, as you can see. And the leather is higher quality, although there's less leather. The Thursday Diplomat, you get about 3.2 millimeters of leather thickness in the upper, and then the Red Wing Classic Moc, you get about 2.2. So there's a significant difference there. The slip resistance was the same for both of these boots. They're both excellent boots. If I'm honest, I'm not a huge fan of Moc Toe boots. I like them. I wear them, in the fall. I wear them once a week or so. But there are other styles that I like a little bit more, so that's why they're a little bit, these are the 15th place of all my boots. But still, if you're gonna get a Moc Toe boot, I would recommend always either the Red Wing Classic Moc or the Thursday Diplomat, depending on what your style is. A little slimmer, Thursday Diplomat, more traditional, Red Wing Moc Toe. Number 14 on my list, the Oliver Cabell SB1. Some things I like about this boot is the natural welt around here, that midsole. Love the way that the chocolate, creamy, beautiful leather here contrasts with that natural leather right here. You have a rubber stud sole. One of the big downsides of this boot is it doesn't have speed hooks, but it is fully lined with vegetable tan leather. This is an incredible boot. I really, really like it. It's very similar to the Thursday Captain. It has a very similar shape and style. There is a video I made called The Thursday Captain Killer. Is this the one? Ultimately, it's number 14 on my list, number 14 on my list, so maybe it's not the top one, but it is a phenomenal boot. I love the way the leather that they use. It is Blake stitch, so it doesn't have quite the same durability as a Goodyear welted boot. So I'd wear it a little bit more sparingly, but the Oliver Cabell SB1, awesome boot. Number 13 on my list, lucky number 13, the Thursday Cavalier. Loving this Chelsea boot. I got it in the shadow gray suede. So this has it's like a rugged suede. It's pretty cool looking, but I like the Cavalier. It's got a much sleeker kind of instep right here. Comes up a little higher than the back. So it's got a really nice shape. I do miss the nylon tab in the back. I wish it kind of had that. Makes it easier to put on, but it has a leather sole with rubber insert studs. Overall, this is a solid boot. 360-degree Goodyear welt. Nice to have on a slim, sleek Chelsea. That's all there is to say. This is an awesome boot. Number 12 on my list, we're going with the Wolverine 1000 Mile. This is another one of those classic boots, icons. This is the number 8 Cordovan leather. That's just the color. That doesn't mean it's Cordovan shell leather. Big difference. This is Horween Chrome Excel leather. But I love the way that this boot looks. I think it's got a great profile. I did compare it to the Red Wing Iron Ranger, and the Red Wing Iron Ranger came out on top, mainly because of the sole right here. So the 1000 Mile has a leather sole in the standard version. But other than that, the boots are pretty comparable, pretty similar. It really depends on how you like the style. But I really like the Wolverine 1000 Mile, especially in fall when you get this nice red color, this crimson, like such a beautiful color. This leather, Horween Chrome Excel, incredible. Wolverine 1000 Mile, there you go. Number 11 on my list is the Thursday Explorer. Now this is a newer pickup for me, 360-degree Goodyear Storm welt. Got the nice leather padded up collar up here. It's a classic combat style boot this is the dark matte olive weather safe suede. So again, it has some wax on here. So it keeps it very water resistant. This is just a really cool boot. I don't wear it too often because it's very, very stylized. I prefer usually a more classic boot that goes with a wide variety of things. And I would recommend a more classic boot, like some of the ones you're gonna see later on in this list, for if you're going to buy your first boot. But if you have a collection going and you really like the look of this boot, I think it's super cool. And yeah, that's why it's making it pretty close to my top 10. So the Thursday Explorer, one of my best boots for winter. I'm definitely excited to wear it this year. All right, we made it to the top 10. Let's kick it off. Number 10 is the Thursday Logger. So this beat out the Explorer for my top 10. The Thursday Logger, one of the things I like most about it is this waxed cocoa leather. They have a couple different options available. They have, I think, a black matte and something else, Arizona Adobe too. But the waxed cocoa Horween leather is so incredible. I love the way it looks. My one regret here is that there are no speedlets or speed hooks up here. That would make it so much easier to put on. But otherwise, you have that awesome logger heel right here, full leather stack. You have a super heavy duty Vibram rubber lug sole right there. And it's just a really good looking boot, very rugged. And I love the way it's creasing. I love the way the leather looks. It's a beautiful boot. Love it. Number 9 on my list, this is the Ace Marks Troy. Now this boot not many people know about it. It is not a very popular boot. I did a review. It's one of my lowest viewed reviews there are. But the Ace Marks Troy is one of my favorite boots. This is such a sleek, sexy looking Chelsea boot. A lot of people, I would compare this to Carmina. This is box calf leather, so it's really nice. But it's also a much less expensive price. So Carmina boots, they're like $500, $550. This Ace Marks Troy is in the 300s. So the quality you're getting, I think, is comparable, but it's just less expensive, and it's still just a really nice Blake stitch leather sole boot. You know, it's pretty lightweight, pretty light duty, but the leather quality is so fantastic and it looks so sleek. The shape is amazing. So that's the Ace Marks Troy. Number 8 on my list, kind of the same thing. It's the Beckett Simonon Douglas Jodhpur. Again, it has pretty much the same shape. Again, you can see there's like I don't know, there's not much difference between these boots. I just really like a nice, sexy black boot, but this one, of course, has the buckle on it. Beckett Simonon blow me away. The way that they do their boots, the way this leather feels is incredible. Amazingly thick, soft, full grain leather. Blake stitch boots, leather sole right here, classic. And you know, one of the things about Beckett Simonon, you order from them, it can take 6 weeks to get because they hand make them. But when you get them, they smell incredible. You just like look at them and you're like, oh, that's a good boot. So Beckett Simonon Douglas Jodhpur, that's gonna make it in at number 8. Number 7 on my list is the Grant Stone brass boot. It's a mock toe right here. You see that little construction, but it's got a heavy rubber lug sole. This is at a Norwegian split welt, so it's really cool. It's got the antique brass eyelets. I love this boot throughout winter. It is a heavy, heavy boot. This is the heaviest boot I own. It weighs more than some of these other boots when I have shoe trees in the other ones. So this boot is heavy duty. It is awesome. I wore it all throughout last winter, and it's getting cold again, and I'm excited to wear it. Again, this time you have the black Horween Chrome XL leather. This is an incredible boot. Love Grant Stone, one of my favorite brands, and this is one of my favorite boots from them. Number 6 on my list is the Taft Dylan. Now, this, again, dressier boot. It's got the leather sole, rubber studs. Taft, they do a great job. They have such interesting leather options out there, and this one is a woven boot. And so as you can see, it's got such cool texture. This is such a unique boot. And I do not wear this one nearly as much as the other options in the top 10. But when I do wear it, it's just a compliment machine. This thing is awesome. It makes the outfit such a cool boot. And for that reason, it's going in my top 10 for sure. Number 5, I've got the Beckett Simonon Elliot. Now, you just heard me talk about Beckett Simonon. You know I love the brand. The Elliot right here, this oxblood leather, is so nice. And this is a Balmoral boot, so it's kind of built like an Oxford. As you can see, it has a closed lacing system right here. Closed lacing system, got 4 speed hooks right here to make it a little bit easier for you to put on, but it's got such a beautiful shine. This actually has a rubber outsole, so it's a little bit more durable in that way. You wouldn't be able to tell. And some broguing along the toe cap. This is just such a good looking boot. Love this thing, and I love Beckett Simonon, again, like I said. So this is number 5, the Beckett Simonon Elliot Balmoral boot. Number 4 on my list is the Thursday President. I beat this boot. This is probably my number 1 go-to, most worn boot of 2021 is the Thursday President. I wear it all the time, and basically it's like my adventure boot. So if I'm going for a walk and I don't really want to like wear any other boots or anything like that, I just go to the Thursday President. I like to beat it up. I like to wear it pretty much everywhere. It's my adventure boot. It's really comfortable, very durable. The leather is quite thick. You know, this is the tobacco leather. This is a solid all-around boot. I'm a huge fan. Thursday President. Number 3 on my list is the Red Wing Iron Ranger. Again, it gets really hard when you get into this like top 3, top 4. But the Red Wing Iron Ranger, I've had it for such a long time. You can see my 1-year review up here or down in the description below. This is just a classic boot, man. You got the quadruple stitched cap toe, iconic look. Everybody recognizes the Red Wing Iron Ranger. Such a cool boot, and it's been so durable. Again, like I've had this for about 1.5 years now, and you can see how much wear there's been on the heel, practically none. So it's still doing super well. It's breaking in, it looks better than the day I got it. And yeah, number 3, Red Wing Iron Ranger. When it comes to number 2 and number 1, it is impossible for me to pick. When it comes to making a list like this, there are some reasons why I'm choosing one boot over the other. A lot of it just has to do with my opinion, how I feel about a boot, how often I wear it. Some of these boots, you know, I rank some higher that are lower quality than some of the ones lower ranked. But ultimately it comes down to what I wear, how I wear it, where it is in my closet sometimes even makes a difference on whether or not I wear a boot. So when it comes down to the number 1 boot, my favorite boot in my collection, I have to give 2 spots. So to split my number 1, it's the Thursday Captain. You just can't beat it. For $199, it's an incredible value, and I'm not too like precious with it. I can wear it. I don't worry so much about it getting beat up because it's not like hyper expensive, like $350, $400, anything like that. But it's super well built, really durable. Again, I've had my first pair for over 4 years, and this is a newer pair, but I have no doubt this is gonna last a really long time as well. And of course, the Grant Stone Diesel, just the leather thickness, the leather quality, all the stitching details, all the eyelets, everything is just meticulously done, meticulously put together. It's an incredible boot. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 30 boots, all ranked in order of which ones I like the most. Again, this is subjective. Some I know are more well-built than others, but I still, you know, don't like them as much as other ones that are less well-built. So these are my thoughts, opinions. I've reviewed over 40 boots this year, so many. These are the ones I've kept. These are ones that I like the most. And I hope you found this helpful. Let me know what your favorite, you know, maybe your top 3. Let me know your top 3 favorite boots down in the comments below. That's it for me, 2021, this year. I'll see you guys next year on the BootSpy channel. Until next time, put your best boot forward.